Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony. I am currently playing Super Mario World 2, I think, I keep trying to call it Luigi's Mansion. What is his name? Yoshi's Island, I think, is what this game is called. I really don't know what this game is called, but I'm playing it. And I am talking to you guys about our trip to Disneyland or to California, I should say. It wasn't just Disneyland, that the kids and I took, over Christmas. So we are now on day 2 of the trip, right? I guess technically. Whatever. Watch the other 2 videos if you haven't yet, so you can understand what I'm talking about. So this was our Disneyland day. So we woke up and the weather was considerably cooler than it had been. I would say probably 60s. And so we were like, whatever, that's fine. You know, we brought hoodies. We kind of expected the weather to not be... Please tell me I'd have to do all this shit all over again. I will actually cry. Like, full on sob. Maybe I should quit dying. And then this will not happen. Anyway, so we, we get up, we get ready, get dressed for the day, and we head to Disneyland. And we had shuttles that took us. And so, we hop on the shuttle and we go to Disneyland. And we've never gone to Disneyland before. We've done Disney World a whole bunch of times, but Disney World and Disneyland are very different when it comes to, like, the entrances of the parks. Like, it's the same, the same. You go and you scan your Magic Band or your ticket or whatever. And then you go through security and they check your bag. That part's the same. But then you walk in and you can either go right and you go to Disneyland, you go left and you go to Disney California Adventure, or you go straight ahead and it's downtown Disney. So we were like, well, that's convenient. I love that. Super easy. Just go whatever direction you want to go. So we were going right to Disneyland, so we did. And we go inside and it's all Christmassy and it's amazing and we love it. And the ride lines are insane. I think that the shortest line that we waited in this entire trip, let me say, was, well, I mean, that's not true. There was a couple that were like 2 minutes or whatever. But like, for the most part, I think our shortest line was 45 minutes. So, we're waiting in these lines for like hours. But luckily, my kids are patient. These were all mostly rides that we either didn't have in our park or had not been able, I say our park, at Disney World where we normally go, or we had not yet been able to go on them while we were at Disney World for whatever reason. Either the lines were too long there or we just never got the chance to, whatever. So it was really nice to go on some stuff that we'd never gone on. But about halfway through the day, I think it was when we were waiting in line for either Big Thunder Mountain or maybe Haunted Mansion Holiday, it starts raining. And it poured for the whole rest of the day. I have a picture. I may have it on my Instagram, like my Tony Suzanne on YouTube or whatever Instagram. I think of the kids and I just soaked. If it's not on there, I'll check after I'm done recording. So if it's not, well, actually it's going to be on there no matter what by the time you guys see this, because if it's not on there, I'll just add it on there. But yeah, but yeah, the kids and I were just absolutely soaking wet. And so we, started doing rides with indoor queues if we could. I think we were waiting in line for it might have been Star Tours, the Star Tours in that park in Disneyland. I think that's what it was. And we were soaked, like soaked. But we had a dinner reservation for Goofy's Kitchen, which is at the Disneyland Hotel, and to get to that you have to go all the way through downtown Disney. So we leave probably 45 minutes. I think we actually left quite a while before our reservation actually, because we were just soaked through to the bone, and the kids were like, we have gone on tons of rides, we have done a bunch of stuff, can we just go to our dinner reservation and then go home? Or not home, but back to the resort. So we ended up walking all the way through downtown Disney in the pouring rain. We get to the hotel, and I believe the rain let up a little bit when we were in downtown Disney, because I remember we stopped for a little bit just to kill some time, and then it started raining again, so we started walking again. And so we go inside the hotel, and they tell us, that since we're early, they might be able to get us a table sooner, they might not, we'll see. And they actually ended up getting us a table very quickly for Goofy's Kitchen. And my kids, let me tell you, they loved this restaurant. Like, rave about it still. They very, very, very much are fans of Goofy's Kitchen in Disneyland. If you've never gone, it's just like a buffet. It's similar to Chef Mickey's in, like, sort of, but the kids deemed it far, far better, which may have just been because California. Like, maybe the food is better in California. I genuinely don't know. But, so, we went there, or, we ate, and, we took our time because, we were trying to dry off, and we knew that when we got back out there, and because also, like, this was not a warm rain. This was not like a nice, warm California rain. This rain was cold. It was like 50 degree, it was not great. And, I mean, it was still better than what we had at home, let me tell you, but son of a bitch. Ugh. So we, once we were done eating, we ventured back outside, and it's raining again. So we walk back in the pouring rain, and we get back on our shuttle, and we finally go back to our hotel, where we got out of our soaking wet clothes. We probably, I think we all showered because we were freezing. And then we got in bed, and that was it for our Disneyland day. We got to see the Haunted Mansion holiday overlay that they have. We got to see the It's a Small World holiday overlay that they have, and we loved them both so much. They were so cool. We got to go on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which we had never gone on before. We just had never gotten a chance at Disney World. So now we got to go on that. I don't think... What else did we go on? I think Star Tours. I don't remember what else we went on. I do know that we didn't go on like an absolute ton of rides because the lines were so long. I'm not joking when I tell you we were waiting in lines for like probably hour and a half. Anywhere from 45 minutes to a half an hour. But we still had fun. We probably cut it a little bit shorter than we would have. Like, we didn't go back for the fireworks. Originally, that was the plan, is we were going to go to Goofy's Kitchen, have dinner, and then by the time dinner was done, we were going to come back in time for the fireworks. Because we figured that the fireworks would be ready by then, or ready, would be, happening by then, by the time we were done eating, and, we could go get in line and catch a spot. And as it turns out, we were so, like, soaked and just over it that we, son of a bitch, that we ended up just not even bothering with the fireworks. We just went home. And I don't even know if they had the fireworks that night, to be perfectly honest with you, because it was pouring. And the night before, we could hear the fireworks from the hotel. And probably if we went outside, we probably would have been able to see them as well, but we were tired, so we just didn't bother. That night, I don't remember hearing the fireworks at all, so I'm guessing that they probably canceled them due to the rain. I checked the app a couple times to see if they were going to have them or not, because I thought maybe I would ask the kids if they wanted to, go step outside, and look at them, but they didn't even end up, as far as I know, having them. So, yep, that was was day one of our full day. Well, I say our full day in California. Well, yeah, I guess our full day in California, even though our first day literally started at like 9 a.m. So, but yeah, I don't know. It was a fun day, even though we were soaking wet. It was still a good time. Like nobody got grumpy. Like everybody took the rain in stride. Like, you know, the kids did ask if we could go home or, you know, go back to the hotel after dinner, but like, you know, if I would have said no, they probably wouldn't have thrown a fit or anything. I mean, not that they're gonna throw fits anyway, they're all way too old for throwing fits, but you know what I mean. None of them like seemed like they would have been mad about it, I guess I could say. But I was over it. I was like, no, forget this rain, we're just going home. And so we did. But yeah, it was a good time. We had churros. I have obviously had the churros in Disney World before, but I'm telling you what, man, the churros in Disneyland are a completely different breed. They are so much like chewier and softer and just better. I don't know. Like everybody always says that the Disneyland churros are better, but I thought they were exaggerating. They are not exaggerating. They are so much better at Disneyland. So much better. Alright, so after I beat this level, I'm going to end this video here. Tell me in the comments if you've ever been to Disneyland, and if you have, if you've tried the churros, and if you like them better. And then we will talk about our day at Disney California Adventures up next, because I've heard a lot of people say that California Adventures was their favorite park, and I think my children would disagree. So I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think. Follow all my socials, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.